Hi you guys, this is going to be just a video about how to prevent yourself from overspending. This video topic was inspired by my recent trip to Target. I was so overwhelmed by all of the beautiful things that were around me that I was inclined to overspend. And I've noticed that every time I walk into a Target and I want to buy one thing, I end up spending a minimum of $100, which is, for me, that's a lot of money. And so I know that this isn't something that just happens to me. I know this happens to a lot of people. I was going to title this video How to Prevent Overspending at Target, but I know that it doesn't only apply to Target. It applies everywhere else. But that's how the video was going to start. Anyway, that's my introduction. I have my little list here because I don't want to forget any of the points that I have. But the first thing that I do when I want to prevent overspending, and I'm talking about, I did this when my husband and I were saving up for our wedding. I was like really frugal with our money. And other times, these were the things that I did to help me with my budget. The first thing that I did is I made sure that if I wanted something specific, and this is planning ahead, this isn't really like impulsive shopping. The first thing that I would do if I wanted something specific is I would save money for that thing. So whatever it was, whether it was like a specific gadget, a kitchen gadget or something like that, I would put money away and then go and buy it. The next thing that I would do, which also involves planning ahead but not so much in advance, is just making a list of the items that I want and then going online onto the, like, for example, the Target website, and then checking out like what accessories I'm going to need, checking the reviews and looking at all that information, because sometimes you'll go and you'll pick up a product, but then you need, something else, a sidekick to go with it, and it's like, oh, you didn't know you were going to need this or that in order to buy this product. For example, I bought this little bubble toy, and it didn't come with batteries and it didn't come with the solution. So I had to pay for everything separately, and it came out to a lot more than the little bubble toy, which was like really cheap. Okay, so check online. That also includes doing price comparisons. Sometimes you can find things cheaper somewhere else. If there's something that you want specifically, like say for example, if like you want to buy a toy for one of your kids and you go online and you're like, oh my gosh, it's $80. Wow, that's an expensive toy, for example, like not an electronic, but a toy. Go online, go to like Craigslist.com, go to like any websites that have like yard sales or like online like garage sales and stuff like that, and see if you can find it slightly used or used. A lot of times you'll find it like 50 to 75% cheaper because it's been used, and usually kids' toys are used like a couple months and then kids get bored of them and people sell them. Okay, so go there, go online, see if maybe you can find it new at another store. Maybe instead of going to a store and picking it up today, you can order it and pay for shipping, or maybe you can even get free shipping and it'll get here like in 2 weeks. Okay. The other thing is, if you're going to walk into like Target, Walmart, or any of the big stores, set yourself a budget, but then also take that budget with you in the form of cash. So that means you leave your credit cards at home. You don't take your ATM with you, or you leave it in, I was going to say leave it in your car, but that's not safe. Just don't take it with you if you're just going for that thing, okay? And then just use cash to pay for everything. The other thing is, if you're going to go shopping for things like at Target or Walmart or any of those stores, maybe anytime that you go to one of those stores, try to get someone to watch your kids for you if it's possible. Maybe like your husband or your mom. Because usually when you go with kids, unless you're like extremely like strict and like you don't allow things to happen, you usually end up spending just a little bit more because they want something, or you see like something that you need, and then you see the accessory and then you just grab it and you just throw everything in the cart because your kids want to go home, they're crying or whatever, or it's stressful to be there with the kids, and so you don't really think about what you're doing. And a lot of times there will be impulsive buying, or you will buy something without researching it, and then you'll have to return it because you don't know if it had good ratings or bad ratings. Let me see, what else? Shop when you're full. Don't go shopping when you've got the munchies, or like you've got an empty cabinet, empty refrigerator at home. Don't go shopping for all these snacks and stuff that they sell at these stores, because a lot of times you'll find them a lot cheaper at a grocery store. It depends. You have to do like your price check and kind of level that out. That's why you have to plan these things ahead and don't impulsively buy things. Once in a while, try going to a dollar store. Just especially if like you get the urge to shop. You know how sometimes you have a bad day, or somebody was really mean to you, or you had some sort of an accomplishment and you're like, oh wow, I really want to, I feel like walking through Target or through Walmart or through the mall and just like buying myself something new, you know? And it's fine to do that once in a while, but if you're doing it like often, and you can't really cure that desire, sometimes it's better to just walk into like a dollar store, or like on the weekends go to like the swap meet or something like that. And even I find that a lot of times even the dollar store ends up being a lot cheaper than the swap meet, 99-cent store and stuff like that. And then lastly, the other thing I try to tell myself is that most of the time there's like very few things that I see that I absolutely need. I mean, if I've been living without them for so long, most of the time I don't really need it, you know? And I try to think about the things that I've already purchased and that sit like somewhere in my closet or in one of my cabinets that I haven't used like in months. So think about that. Think about that, or think about something at home that you can use instead of. And even if it seems more convenient to have this one thing, think about how just having the inconvenience a little bit longer, you know, versus the price that you're going to pay can kind of benefit you. And the other thing is that ultimately you have to remember that experiences with people or people in your life are much better than things. So that's another thing, is that you have to remember is that most of the time, like I said a little while ago, when you're feeling sad or you had a bad day and you seek out like going shopping, you know, why don't you call one of your friends and say, hey, you know what, I had a really bad day. It would be really nice if I could just drive to your house and just watch TV with you, or do whatever. If you're doing laundry, I can do laundry with you, fold some clothes for you or whatever, and just make it a date. So yeah, those are my quick tips that I have put in practice myself to save money and to prevent myself from overspending in a place like Target. Okay, so I hope that this has been helpful for you guys. I have some more vlogs coming up. Thank you for watching. Bye.